If you're wondering what these players on the Mavericks are celebrating, it's the return of Luka Doncic. What's happening? I'm Iron Man from the music group theLottory. Showtime Records. I am a lifelong Laker and cover everything in the NBA, especially Big D, the Dallas Mavericks, and one returned Luka Doncic. If you enjoy this type of content, and I know you do, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you're alerted every time there's a new video. Like this video and leave a comment. Let me know where you're watching this video from. Now, if you want to help this channel directly, just go to the description box or the link in the comment section and leave $1. Leave just $1 to help this channel continue to grow. Yes, the Dallas Mavericks celebrated the return of Luka Magic after missing 4 up and down, exciting, well, they were interesting games. We saw the reemergence of the unicorn. Seth Curry continued his hot streak, and Tim Hardaway Jr. tried to step up, but he continued to be up and down because he is the streakiest of streak shooters. So they won some games and we thought that they might not win, and they lost some games that we thought that they were winning but they were gonna lose, like that last game against Toronto. But let's not really talk about that right now, even though we should, because at the end of this game they almost gave up another nice sizable lead and almost coughed up the game to the lowly San Antonio Spurs. I do not like the Spurs whatsoever, not one iota. Greg Popovich gets on my nerves and all this play the right way, and I know they're the model franchise in NBA and there's so much sustained success. I have a difference of opinion than most people think about the San Antonio Spurs and how great Greg Popovich is. I think they're really downplaying the significance of Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker, and then they found the diamond in the rough. I mean, that was good scouting when they found Kawhi Leonard. But I'm gonna get on from that because we're not talking about that. We want to talk about these Dallas Mavericks and the return of Luka Doncic. I am against Luka Doncic coming back so early. I went on record saying he should have been out for about a month. What he did in this return, I expected it. He looked very slow. That's not only because of the scar tissue or the swelling that may not have gone completely down in his ankle, but he used it to his advantage because he was like, I'm not going to explode. I'm just going to go take my time and be very definitive in his moves. He did that. The numbers, if you just look at the numbers that he put up, were a little bit lower than what he usually does, but pretty close to another triple-double. So I know he had to feel good to get back onto the court, but I would have enjoyed some more time to see Porzingis continue to emerge so that when he did come back, he could have someone who's playing on an equally high level instead of having to carry the Dallas Mavericks through every single game, because even though he's youthful and strong and exuberant, that can wear the strongest of us down. So he definitely is going to need some continued help and support from the rest of the team. But they decided to not err on the side of caution, and I hope this doesn't come back to bite him later on during the season, working lingering on effects so he can get it re-injured. We definitely don't want any of that. That's why I wanted him to continue to sit down. But he came back. The numbers were good. He looked a little slow, but half-step, his defense wasn't very good. And I know he was exhausted because he was sweating profusely. And he was like, man, call him for him, come to the bench. I don't know, Carlisle, he was like, tell him, no, stay on there, work through it. But man, he was definitely gasping for breath, but he still put on a fantastic performance.
Luka Magic is back, grace screen by Dwight Powell, and a slow and steady methodical layup. No explosion off of that turned ankle. but I guess he didn't need it when you're that good. Oh, but he got up pretty high on that one. DeJounte Murray did not box out. And then the defense and the tag team rejection from the Latvian Hammer and the Slovenian air carrier, Air Doncic. Oh, with another smooth, methodical move. He's just taking this on the crossover and then the behind the back of the pass and the throw down from Flight 77. What a fantastic pass by Seth Curry, even though he only took one shot for the night. The alley-oop to Dwight Powell with a throwdown. That would be a recurring theme from the night because he was diving to, oh, what a up fake on DeJounte Murray. And it's good. No need to step back. He stepped up and stepped back down and knocked down the three from deep. And the behind the back pass. He wasn't even ready for it. It was so good. It's been too long since he's got a pass like that from Luka Magic. And the alley-oop and the throwdown from Dwight Powell. Nobody's trying to block that shot. They are not getting in the way. Good decision in my point of view. Oh, strong move to the hole. He was looking for the foul call. Did not get it, but welcome back to the league. I mean, you weren't getting those calls before, man. You're not going to get them now. Sorry about that, but keep killing them boys. Oh, good pass at the corner. Dodo with a knockdown with a P.J. Tucker special. Oh, Luka Doncic coming down. Oh, he turns on the afterburners. Strong move. Gets his rebound. It should have been a and one, but he did not get the call again. But at least he's being calm with the referees. Oh, Maximilian Kleber with the knockdown from 3-point land from Luka Doncic. Oh, got Patty Mills. He goes right by him like he's standing still. And the floater in the lane. He's too good. Too strong. And another fantastic layup.
Now, besides all that Luka magic, and I know people have been waiting to see once again, these were the key things that I took away from this ball game. First of all, there was no Ryan Brokoff, there's no Marjanovic, no Boban, okay, and no Justin Jackson. Three guys just getting entirely no minutes. I know they've got a lot of guys on the team that can get some run and some burn, but he only played 9 people. Today he only played 9 people, so everybody should at least have a sub. Everybody should have a sub. That's why you guys should have 5 capable guys coming off the bench. So in 2 of those guys, unless there's an injury or something like that, or someone fouls out very quickly or gets in a real bit serious foul trouble, they can understand that they're not really going to play for the most part. They should understand that. So you have 12 guys that can go, but 10 guys that are normally going to play. Jalen Brunson and those guys coming off the bench should play at least 16 minutes. That's 4 minutes for each quarter. The starter plays those 8 minutes. That you can get warmed up. You can get into the flow of the game. I know Jalen Brunson only played like 14 minutes, and he only took a couple of shots. I was loving his development while Luka was gone. I hope I hope he doesn't take 2 steps back now after that growth and moving forward. Seth Curry. He played 16 minutes, so he's right at that threshold. But man, I know you're like, oh man, look at that fantastic wraparound behind the back pass into Luka. I'm not even talking about that, man. It was just 2 points. Okay, cool, that's great. It's exciting to see. But that man only took 1 shot. Curry only took 1 shot. I just do not see this guy as being happy with his role on the team. I know he wants to do more. He feels he's capable of doing more. That's what really got him into the league, because he had that chip on his shoulder, especially because everyone was loving his brother, and it's like, oh, you're the brother of Steph Curry instead of him being Seth Curry. Oh, you're the brother of Steph. Man, I know that he kept trying and trying. I know he was on the G League team for a long time, and he finally got his shot, and now he's on the bench, and he's only getting 1 shot a game. I mean, and he scored 30 about a week ago. Had 30, had 20 something. he cannot be happy. He is not happy. I know he's not saying anything. Nobody's really commenting about it because the big story is Luka Doncic coming back, and what is Porzingis going to do? They're talking about inside the NBA, Turner TNT. I mean, they're talking about, Porzingis doesn't take enough post-up shots, which I agree with. And then, then Carlisle talking about, posting up isn't a good tactic anymore. And I saw the interview when they were talking about it with Porzingis, and he didn't seem to agree. He was more like, he said that, hey, look, I've decided that, whatever's best for the team, and we're winning, so, it's good. Of course, I like to post up. He had to throw that in. I would like to be posting up. But as long as the team is winning, I'm gonna go with this. If they should ever have a slide, start losing a bunch of games, there could be some rumbling going on. But of course, Luka's fantastic and they're winning games, so he's like, hey, it's much better than being with the Knicks where we were losing a lot of games, and I mean a lot of games consistently since he was first drafted. So that's why he's not. But listen to those words. As long as we're winning, I'm cool with it. So if not, what are you gonna act a fool? Demand a trade or something like that, or fire Rick Carlisle? Who knows? But I brought it to you first. I let y'all know what's really going on behind the curtain, okay? Popovich also had a problem with his rotations. This guy, Lonnie Walker, the fourth, I think he's the fourth. I mean, this guy is not playing. Why is he not playing? I don't understand that. Didn't really make any sense. He's young, he's explosive, and they needed somebody to get some buckets and to knock down some threes because, wow, man, they were not good. It's one of the reasons why the Mavericks won this game is because the Spurs are like dead last in made threes per game, and they shot like 27%. You're not going to win. You are not going to win shooting 27% in anything, okay? Especially from threes. You just like, we just can't do it. We just can't do it. You keep chucking them up and you're making 27%. You're going to lose. Especially when the Dallas Mavericks shot, I guess what would be their average 43 pointers this game, back up to 40. Man, that's a lot. But they shot 40% from the field, which is fantastic, and that gives you the green light to keep shooting. So they lived by the three and they died by the three. But this game, they lived by it. But you notice towards the end of the game when they were coming back, some of them threes were going off. See, when you're making a bunch of threes, oh man, you can get a lead. But when you don't go into the post and you don't back people down and get easy shots close to the bucket, and you keep depending on these threes, eventually the percentages are going to play out, and then you're going to start missing some, and that allows teams to come back, a la that huge 30-point comeback or whatever against the Toronto Raptors, and they almost let this game slip away as well. They had LaMarcus Aldridge playing center. Look, he wants no parts of Boban. Why didn't Boban get some minutes? Didn't make any sense. Once y'all had the lead in the fourth quarter, bring Boban in there and just start pounding them down low. You get some easy shots. If not, you get some open threes because they're going to have to double team. What, are you going to guard them with Rudy Gay? We're going to have Rudy Gay out there? That doesn't make any sense. DeJounte Murray? Oh, man, he looked terrible last night, too. But that's besides the point. So that's why I was saying, hey, man, let's get Boban in there. Ryan Brokoff was doing well. Justin Jackson, he's just falling totally out of the rotation. But luckily, Tim Hardaway Jr. was on a hot streak again. He shot 50% from the field, only played like 28 minutes. He was shooting the ball, driving in. Hey man, I'm not mad at this guy. He played some good basketball in limited minutes. He was extremely efficient, along with Dorian Finney-Smith. I believe he went 5 out of 6. This guy couldn't miss, and he played some hard-nosed defense. He was driving in, and he was the outlet. Whenever they were driving, Luka was driving. Man, he was right there for the three. He was knocking them down. So I was very impressed with his fantastic play last night, and he was one of the main reasons that they won, despite the fact that Porzingis went like 4 of 15. It's like soon as Luka came back, it's the Luka show, and Porzingis, he's not even a guest starring role. I mean, he's just there, and he struggles, even though he had a coming off the screen and roll, and he threw a nice alley-oop to Dwight Powell. I mean, that was fantastic. But man, he needs to find a set role in this offense if they want to move past just making, winning some games and making the playoffs. If they want to have a deep run, he's going to have to have more of a cemented role in this offense from game to game, okay? And speaking of that alley-oop, Dwight Powell, he played some great defense. I mean, they killed the Spurs on the boards. They had more assists, like I said, more rebounds, more assists, and they fouled less than the San Antonio Spurs. And a lot of that had to do with Maximilian Kleber, who cleaned up. I think he had like 12 rebounds off the bench. And then you had Dwight Powell, who was cut. He was diving, and that's why he got like 3 or 4 dunks off the alley-oops. He was diving hard to the basket, and they said, we don't want to leave Luka, so they were throwing it up, man. He was throwing it down, and I really appreciate it. It was a nice comeback, for Luka. Even though he put up the numbers, he shot horrific from the field. I mean, the percentages were really low. I mean, if you just look at the numbers, like, yeah, he had a bunch of assists, a lot of rebounds, but man, he took a lot of shots. I think he took like 23 shots. He took the point guard. He took 23 shots, and then 15 for Porzingis. Only 15 shots for Porzingis and 14 shots for Tim Hardaway Jr. And then Seth Curry only got 1 shot. I mean, so as a leader of the team, you got to find a way. And Carlisle, they both got to distribute these shots among the teammates a little bit better, so they all stay involved. I'm almost as involved as you guys because you've been liking the videos. I appreciate that. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you're alerted every time there's a brand new video. Like this video, smash that like button to let the algorithm and the people who run YouTube know just how much you're enjoying these videos. And if you want to support this channel directly, just go down to the link in the description box or in the comment section. Leave $1. Leave just $1 to help this channel continue to grow. I'm Iron Man from the music group The Lottery, Showtime Records. Holla.